Hey, this is Angie.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are
Happy Healthy Vegan. Well, recently we put out a video discussing whether we refer to ourselves as vegan or plant-based. And we got a lot of comments when from this one little bit of the video when you're just saying how silly it was to describe our diet because it would take like 20 words.
Plant-based, whole food, low fat, high carb, no sodium, no oil,
no garlic,
vegans, no garlic, no onions. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
We got a lot of comments from people who weren't aware of our how we don't really eat garlic or onions and wondering why not.
Yeah, that's been a question we've been getting for a couple years.
So much so, we made a video a year and a half ago called Why No Onions or Garlic. So I suspect if you're relatively new to our channel, you probably haven't seen that.
Apparently.
So we'll link to that in the end card. We go into a lot of detail there. And we did a follow-up video like a month or two after that discussing garlic and cancer. A lot of people say we should eat garlic for its anti-cancer properties, which we're not going to discuss in this video. So,
because we already did it.
Again, I'll link to that video. Watch that. You'll see our response to that.
Yeah. So actually, I don't remember every single thing that we said in either of those earlier videos, so there may be a little crossover.
Yeah.
But, here we are. It's been another year and a half of no onions and garlic. Although, the thing is, it's not that we never eat onions and garlic.
We do get them.
Because now that we've, started eating sometimes in restaurants, we only know of 2 restaurants right now that don't put onions and garlic in there. So obviously we get it from time to time. It's just really why I don't cook with onions and garlic. And that's important to bring up because I'm finishing up a cookbook right now called Keep It Carb Baby, and I just want to let you guys know there will be no onions and garlic in my cookbook because they're all recipes that we eat here in our house and we no longer buy onions and garlic.
Yeah, I guess they're free to add some in if they wish, but you won't include them.
So the point is, I think a few of you guys are freaking out like, why aren't onions and garlic vegan? That's not the point. Onions and garlic are totally vegan. It's a plant, it's plant-based, it's vegan. So if you love onions and garlic, we're not saying that you can't eat it.
Yeah, continue. Yeah, we're not saying don't eat them. We're just going to explain why we don't eat them. And it kind of goes back, strangely, to Durian Ryder.
It totally does. It's his fault.
Back when we got the 80-10-10 book by Doug Graham, we're followers of the 30 Bananas a Day website, and they have a list of foods there that are to not be eaten. They're not compatible with the lifestyle.
Not to even be pointed at.
and onions and garlic are still on that list. They checked.
Still are?
I just checked today.
Oh, I'm shocked with all the Thai food. I thought for sure they must be eating onions and garlic now.
Well, I think they're like us. They get it at restaurants, but they don't actively cook with them.
They don't go and buy it.
Yeah, and I was actually really fine with that because I've never been a huge fan of either. Like when I used to eat those Subway veggie sandwiches, I kid you not, no exaggeration, those onions in there, you could smell me from 20 feet away. Just walk into the room like, oh, you're eating that oniony sandwich. Huh.
Seriously, so I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna roll on my side in the bed so I don't have to smell spirits.
And my biggest complaint about garlic and this is true to everyone. Don't write in the comments saying it's not true to you. You just don't have any close friends, and be honest with you. It makes one stink for several days, and I should know. After not having garlic again for a long time, I went to an Ethiopian restaurant a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Without you, and I came back, and you smelled me instantly.
Yeah.
And I had to go to a big wedding the next day, and you smelled me the next day. You're going, oh, great, Ryan, you're going to smell now in
front of 300 guests all day long, which is true.
That's one of my complaints. Maybe you don't care about that, but I don't like my natural smell to be hijacked by something that's not as pleasant as my natural smell.
Oh, well, at least it's vegan. You don't smell, you don't have chicken breath or something disgusting
exactly.
like that. It could be way worse.
So I was great with seeing this whole idea of eliminating garlic and onions.
Oh, yeah. You're like, now I have a philosophical, medical reason.
And as you've noticed, too, they're not really food that you can really carb up on. How many onions and garlic, you can't mono on them or anything like that. And
I know that onion bread I used to make, I think I'd put 5 gigantic onions in that thing. It was like, what?
And it can be kind of expensive buying onions and garlic week in and week out. So you've noticed you can stretch our budget now a little better.
Yeah. Now that I have to be way more budget conscious at farmer's market, it's just okay, well, I'm not obviously buying any onions and garlic, so I can just buy more strawberries or chard or whatever the heck it is I'm buying. So it's worked out good for me cost effectively. And also when I was buying fermented garlic, whoa, that stuff's really expensive.
Oh yeah, I remember So now that we haven't been eating garlic regularly for a few years, I know you were resistant to change at first because you
Yes.
loved them as ingredients.
I
What do you
did.
think now when we go out to a restaurant, you taste the garlic? Are you excited like, ooh, I get my
No.
evil pleasure back, or no?
No, that's the funny thing, okay? Like, I guess natural hygiene has forever altered that taste bud. In fact, now when I'm standing at farmer's market, you know, I'm like looking at it, it's like, something stinks around here. Ew, what? Someone has really bad breath. And I'm like, oh, there's a big pile of onions over here. Or like, oh, there's some spring garlic over there. I used to be really excited. I would take those things and put them right up to my nose. And, oh my God, this garlic smells so delicious. This onions is divine. Now I feel an aversion to it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that means that it's evil, and because I have an aversion to it, it's bad and you're a bad person if you're into it.
Not saying that at all.
I'm just saying that I don't even want to say advanced beyond it, but just
We've changed.
We've changed. That's it. I mean, you know, it's a food that we don't like, not for a moral reason. And I did lay out some of the you know, moral reasons that other people give for not eating onions or garlic in our first video, and I think people meant that I'm like making a moral judgment on them for eating onions or garlic. I'm not.
No.
Okay? I'm not saying if you have bad breath in my yoga class that you're a bad person. No. I mean, I hang out with people all the time that have garlic breath.
All your yoga teachers.
Yeah, and some of my besties, you know, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop hanging out with you.
No.
Or that I'm gonna stop talking to you, or, you know, I'm gonna wait until you have better breath or whatever. No, you know, I'll just suck it up and deal with it. But, you know, if Ryan doesn't want to have garlic breath, I think you guys need to also
Respect
accept
that.
you know?
I'd rather not smell like garlic for 3 days after having a meal. Just
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah. So, so you'll find people online that will give you all kinds of reasons why you shouldn't eat onions and garlic. All we're saying is that we don't like it anymore. That's all we're saying.
You can't say we're wrong, as many
all we're
people
saying.
try to claim them in the comments of those other videos.
Now, luckily, some people have actually responded on Instagram, really excited that my recipe book is going to have no onions and garlic, because they actually do have a physical problem with them.
Some do.
Some people do. You know, some people can actually get sick from them. So those people are going to be super stoked, and I'm glad. But yeah, we're really not trying to, you know, call out people that eat onions and garlic or anything, or try to be like we're morally more right than you guys. It's just a personal preference.
Yeah, I think we made
all it
that
is.
we made that point.
All right, so that's really all we have to say about that. Don't ask me anymore. Seriously.
All right, so post your questions and comments down below. What do you think about this talk about odor from having eaten these foods? Share your experiences down there.
Yeah, and be sure to watch the other two videos too, because there's more points that we made in them.
Lots more.
You know, maybe you'll enjoy those as well. Like the video if you're into it. Share it with a friend that has garlic breath.
Please do.
Subscribe for more vegan content and entertainment from me and Ryan here at Happy Healthy Vegan. And until
Till next time.
keep it onion and garlic free. No, just kidding.
Keep it carb.
Keep it carb, baby. I used onions a lot, so I was pretty angry. And just like I know a lot of you guys watching this video right now, you're like, what? Don't take my onions, my garlic, it's delicious.